Hi, am I back? This is Freeze Cracked. Hey, I'm still out here from when I was trying to when I did the failed um, the badly failed Folsom attempt. But what I did was I was almost out of battery on the camera, so I sat here and made this from the raw little piece of Kinley rock that I was working the other day. And I don't know what to call this because I'm not a typologist. So what I got to do is I got to ask probably, I'll ask Marty or I'll ask somebody, or I can post it online and say, hey, I made this point. What is it? Cool, huh? But anyway, I was gonna do. I got the bright idea. I was gonna do some slow-mo on a big rock, and then I figured out that my camera can't do slow-mo with the front-facing camera, so I can't see it, so I can't do it. So I'll do normal mo a little bit, and amuse you with that for just a little bit, I guess. Seemed like there was other stuff I wanted to tell you, but I don't know what it was. Well, that wasn't normal mo. That was normal mo. I probably should have used a solid copper on this. This is a tough dang rock. Ooh, it's got zero glassiness. Zero glassiness when it's just kind of dull, like the indoor interior flat paint, which I have no idea why that jumped into my head. It's a very bad thing. I need a big freaking hammerstone, because that right there, I can't. Well, I might can hit it with this, but I'll tell you what, I'll get into it over here and then that'll work. That's what I'll do. Can you see? Can you see? Yeah, okay. See, I'm supporting on the back and then I'm holding it on the front of my leg and I'm driving into it. It's like, I think I told you before, it's a 50-degree angle off center. So if I drive into it like this, then it's a 50-degree angle off that way, and just so happens that's good. Okay, now, wonder how far I can drive it with just this. This is just lead-filled bopper, and this is a hard rock, but I got a ridge. Okay, here we go. We're gonna go for the gusto. Ha 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 ha! Look at that. See, you are my witnesses. If anybody says that I have no beast mode, well, this right here is proof that I have a semi-beast mode. It seems I'm not sure if it's a good thing if I'm getting comfortable with this camera, because I'm starting to talk a lot more crap. This is kind of, this little bit right there is kind of below the center line. And this is all like right at the center line. And yeah, I could just try and knock down and bevel it, but really what I need is a big hammerstone, because this is perfect for knocking off with a big heavy hammerstone. And it's not good for knocking off really with anything else. But an alternative to that, see, I kind of got a ridge along here. So what I'm just going to do is I'm going to hit right above this here and try and take off a little bit more, which will raise the broken edge a little bit here so that I can shoot a broken edge, and then it's kind of like semi sort of dang. I take back what I said about the semi-beast mode. Okay, so anyway, if I hit down on that, it probably won't break with this, but once you break a Cortex, it's easier to break. So I can tilt this up like this and hit down on this, and it will break right there. Fairly easy. No, I don't know why. I think the Cortex just has an attitude. Okay, so now that this is broke, it's a fairly good plane to drive in on to get that little thingamabob off there. You ready? Ah, that was not very good. Oh, there's a crack in it, because I can see it in the Cortex. There's a crack right there. It kind of deadened it. There's actually a crack in there too. Oh my golly goodness. That, oh, there's a crack in there too. Dadgummit, and I'm starting to get shadows and all other kind of crap. Man. Hey y'all, I need to make a flint knapping video called, I was looking at the analytics stuff on YouTube, which I don't know anything about YouTube because I'm new, but I was looking at the analytics and it said something like 3.6% of my viewing audience is female. And I'm like, 3.6%? I mean, I don't even want to meet this 0.6 or whatever it is person, but I've noticed over the years, like I've been doing this a long time, I noticed there are very few female flint knappers, and there should be more, because if you go to a craft store, you see plenty of females in like the craft stores and stuff, and this is kind of like a craft. So, and the few that I've seen show up at nap-ins get treated very well by everyone, because everyone that's a napper, well, I say that, not everyone, but a lot of people that are nappers sort of like to mentor other people, because what you always kind of hope is, and you may be wondering why I'm doing these videos, what you kind of hope is that you mentor somebody that ultimately ends up way better than you, and then you can kind of like glom onto their fame and say, well, yeah, I taught that guy everything he knows. This is crushing. Ah, look at that flake right there. See, you want to make big flakes? I'll tell you how to make big flakes. Hit big rocks. That was a fairly profound statement, because what you got to remember is you can always make a big flake on a big rock that you hit with another big rock. So that tells you right there, it ain't all about technique. A lot of it's about mass. So then when you have a little rock, which has nothing to do with Arkansas in this case, you fake the mass. You can actually always get you some mass on your big percussors, so you can go up scale whatever you can swing. My problem is I can't swing big huge percussors very much. It's not good for my arms. I actually think that abrading ridges helps. But anyway, you can get big percussors, but you can artificially increase the mass of your workpiece by holding it tight. Okay, I'm hitting in. Follow the ridges. They all follow ridges. This is not a good rock. Not a good rock. And I hope y'all are learning something from the angle story on this, because that's about all that's going to happen with this probably. Because I don't want to ruin it because it's long. See, I probably could make, oh, what is that? 8 inches or something? I probably could make a big old monster point out of this. I need to get me some editing software, and then I can edit out all the stuff I do wrong and edit in a bunch of stuff that's actually put into somebody else that has hands that look like mine. But I haven't been paying attention to what other nappers' hands look like, so I may have to do that at these next nap-ins that are coming up. This is going to be kind of squirrely. I'm going to hit kind of hard on there and see if that'll wrap like down into there and what that'll do. Let's see, I've got the support back in the back. And I'm still fortunate with the mass on this that its own weight is helping me. Are there any people out there that know how to complain to YouTube about the sound of doves in the background on your videos? YouTube ought to have like noise canceling algorithms to where when you upload your videos, you just, I hit that kind of easy because I knew it was going into there, so I didn't want to really go into there and mess things up. One of the things on a big rock like this you really got to pay attention to is you need to remember to lighten up your ends before you try to lighten up the middle too much, because that's why you don't find any paleo dumbbells out there. I did that, just a little downward knock to raise this particular platform, because I got a ridge here. See that ridge there? This is going to be a monster hit. Are you ready? Okay, you see the ugly platform that isn't right? Okay, and you see the ridge. All right, here we go. I got to get it supported right though. Well, I mean, that's about as good as it could have done. It hinged out where it started getting in the concavity because the energy couldn't really do anything else. So that's all right. See, this I don't really have up yet, so I can't really hit that good. And if I wanted to hit another one across here and raise it, this is square, really square. And that's kind of concavity, so I think to be safe, what I should do is what's known as grind the Heckfire Maynard out of this. And pretend like it's not Cortex and try and hit straight in on here. Maybe if that works. And see, actually there was more to that than you realize, because I was actually being pretty careful to try and get the right amount of energy to sort of, there was a hinge there to sort of take that out, but die, because it was a concavity definitely there. So we didn't want to get down into there. But I didn't actually help myself that much with my angle still. I can do it, but this is a problem anyway, and I don't really want to lose my length for this Vorpal sword that I'm going to make, this Mississippian Duck River mace, or yeah, that's what it is. So that came to there, and I still, again, it was going into a concavity, and I wanted it to stop, so I hit it with my go where I want you and stop amount of force. I don't know if this is going to work or not. Really, what I'm doing here is relatively impressive for me, and I wish that y'all realize that so that you could stand up wherever you are and applaud. That I deserved. I can't hit into this. I mean, this is a square edge going into concavity. What am I doing? What time is it? It's 13 minutes. I can't talk and nap. So what we need is we need a stunt double for me that does all my napping. It'd be like a nature show. I'll narrate it, and Marty can nap. But I don't know how to narrate Abo. I don't know how to narrate Abo. Jason could nap, or Curtis. Have I said anything about Dan Toyce yet online? I don't think I have. Dan, if you're out there, hi. Dan showed me a thing or two when I started out too. I'll tell you who really showed me some cool stuff, and he's kind of low-key, so name ain't out there that much, but his initials are Lane Gregson. He's napped for 40 years. Started when he was like 9 months old. And he's really, really, really good. Naps Abo for all the percussion, and then uses copper for a lot of the pressure, although he can do it with antler, he just doesn't want to. Yeah, I'm hitting this. Went in there, which is about as good as it could have done. All right, so let's see. It's 15 minutes exactly. Be right back.